Hey, Steve.
Hello, Roberto.
Rubber toe? That was my
Hey,
name in Espanol class.
yeah, I remember that. I think we had Spanish together, right? When you were a freshman?
I don't know. I remember we had one class guy. I feel like it was like geography.
Oh, you're totally right. We got so worldly in that class. Citizens of the world.
We did a whole lot of things besides learning. I actually didn't do very well in that class at all. I don't know if you knew that.
In geography?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had not mastered the art of goofing around and getting good grades.
I remember that class was very eclectic. I remember there were some different, lots of different ages. It was like some juniors, some freshmen, some sophomores. So it was like,
I think I was maybe one of two freshmen in that class.
yeah. Yeah. How did you like test in to geography or something? You like
No,
knew
it's the
Europe
intro
was?
level of geography. It's just that it was usually just for sophomores. Like, it's just the way that people typically did things was different.
Yeah.
But I wanted to take a class with my best bud. I was just like, let's do it. I'll figure it out.
Learned literally nothing because I don't even remember being there. I just remember sitting by you and I remember at the beginning of class, we would listen to music on our phones back when like you could, you know, like plug your cell phone into your computer with a cord and you could download like 2 songs onto your flip phone. You remember that? I remember
Kind of.
listening to like Ludacris, that song Ludacris and Ciara. I think it was called "Oh."
Yep, that's a
Maybe it
good
was
one.
Crystal Leon. I don't know.
I also remember we would pass notes, and there was one time that you threw me a note. And I know you've told this story before, so it's just like I was just getting kind of tired of it. So you threw like a ball of paper at me, and I just whacked it right back at you.
And I was like, dude, that was a special message.
Right? No, we're just talking about stupid stuff, but it was just like
Uh,
clean.
Behind the teacher's back.
I
Was it
think
an older?
I
Was
don't
it an
couldn't
older
tell you who was
teacher?
teaching that class. Couldn't
Mm,
tell you.
yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, I bet she remembers us. Did you ever have? I don't want to say her name, but there was a biology teacher at that high school that like she had that. This is mean. I don't mean to be mean about it. So, but she had that. I don't know, that eye disease or condition where like the pupils aren't pointed at where they're looking at. You know what I'm talking about? And
I don't remember this.
yeah, they had that high school had a biology teacher, a freshman biology teacher, and so she would be like, she'd be looking at the class, and she would like forget, that like no one knew where exactly she was looking. So she'd be like you'd be raising your hand to answer a question, and she'd be like, "Yes, you go ahead," but you didn't know who she was looking at. Uh,
Wow.
I remember she was pretty cool. I think she might have been doing it to mess with us because we found over the course of the semester that although she seemed like a nerdy biology teacher, she was actually pretty cool. And she like led a field trip to Purdue for the it was like a science and but weekend festival, but it like focused on bugs, like insects. Purdue has a huge insect program. I don't know if you know that, but
Another
I
Purdue
remember
hot topic. Somebody told me they had like one of the best athletic trainer programs in the country. Did you
I
know that?
believe it. Yeah. I believe it.
Weird.
There were so many kids. I remember you knew who they were because they were wearing like a polo shirt and like khakis and a polo shirt tucked into the khakis. It's like they were dressed for the job in college and they're just so into it. But yeah, dude, she offered like $10 or something to whoever would eat the biggest chocolate covered grasshopper. Guess who left that field trip $10 richer?
Yeah, definitely you.
Somebody with two thumbs, this guy. Um, but Yeah, that was pretty fun. Um, yeah, that trainer. I was just watching a video actually on YouTube. This might be like 6 months ago now, but somebody gave a huge donation to Purdue's like sports program, and with the intent of building a center for this. So they're like right in between Mackey Arena, the basketball court, and Ross-Ade Stadium for football. There's like a parking lot, but they're actually really close to each other, like, I don't know, 200 feet away. And they built this giant building that like basically connects them and has a practice like turf field for football and a huge athletic training area with tons of like tables for stretching out and like a huge state of the art like weight room and all that. So, by the way, dude, have you seen the drone video of Nebraska University of Nebraska or whatever they are, their new sports complex for their athletic program?
No. I know their
Oh,
football
yeah.
team has been good the past couple of years, so it wouldn't surprise me.
It is insane. It's like almost worth bringing up and sharing the screen and just talking over it. But it has like a cold plunge and a giant circle hot tub, or it's actually a rectangle, but in the center is like a double-sided giant screen with tons of like sports center screens and stuff.
I know at IU, the basketball, I don't know if it was just for the basketball team, in their athletic training facility, they had sand training. So there's like a big
what?
like plot outside that was it was like sand, like 4 inches of sand. It was probably like 20 yards across or something, so you could do training in sand.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. But yeah, dude, this was nuts. I mean, skip ahead a little bit, but look at this gym. Yo,
That's crazy.
I mean, 200 people could lift in here at once. Look at all those bikes. There's like 70 bikes.
That's crazy. Husker power. Okay.
Yeah, I know, kind of lame. But check out this hot tub.
Oh my God.
I mean, this looks like something out of a space movie. I mean,
That's
it's crazy. An even hotter hot tub, and then they've got the sauna right there.
Running and training and stuff. Running underwater.
Oh yeah, that could be that. And check out this athletic training section.
Jeez.
Just ridiculous.
These universities have so much money.
I know. Do you think the NIL program that or whatever it's called that allows the athletes to make money? Look at this locker room. Do you think it also made for the schools to make more money too?
I don't think so. It just allowed the players to get paid by third parties.
I see.
Yeah,
look at that.
I remember the basketball arena at Indiana got redone like the year before we got there. Something just renovated the crap out of it. And it wasn't quite like this, but it was, for 2009, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why. Is that the film room?
Yeah. Well, no, this is actually just like a smaller movie theater. The film room's coming up. Yeah, that wasn't even the full. That might have been like the JV team, or like maybe soccer team can watch.
When you're split up in an offense and defense.
Yeah, maybe actually. I think this. I read somewhere that this isn't just football. Like the other sports use it too, but
I would think so. Yeah.
Obviously, the football program obviously funded it, but shoot, what were we just talking about? Oh, the film room. The big film room's coming up. Oh yeah, huge. Yeah, those look like soccer or volleyball or something. So I'm pretty sure there's other sports. Let's see, skip ahead a little bit. There's a bunch of office space.
I remember I was always super jealous of like the athletes got their own facilities because like you didn't always see them at like the regular food hall.
Yeah. some of my buddies at Purdue actually worked for the food and dining. There's a film. And, and like, it was like everybody that worked for food and dining at Purdue, they really wanted to be in the athletic dining hall because they had, the way that all the food halls were set up at Purdue was they had the same like 25 things that they just made every day. So you had like 25 choices when you'd walk into the food hall. This, there'd be like a grill, a panini shop, a Subway type shop, a, fried chicken. Like they just had pasta. They just kind of had everything. And you could pick one entree and one side from like any of them, right? And but the athletic food hall, there was no limit on how much you could eat. And they had like grilled ribeye steaks. Like you walk in, you say, I want a medium rare ribeye. And they would just grill you a ribeye. And like my roommate would like, sometimes cook it wrong on accident, and he'd come back home with a freaking ribeye in his backpack wrapped in paper towel to sneak it out, and it's like, oh my God, let me get a bite.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I always think it's pretty crazy. Like the transformations some of these athletes go through from freshman to senior year. They put on like 60 pounds and it's all muscle.
Yeah.
It's like the amount of detail and the amount of time you have to spend in the gym to do that. But I guess you just live in that athletic hall.
Yeah, because it's usually like attached to the athletic dorm that the athletes all.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
If I could go back in time, be like a D1 ping pong player or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the athletic dorm rooms too at Purdue, they had queen size beds and they were longer. They were like special size, and the rooms were big.
Interesting.
Yeah. One of my buddies worked on the team that did like the maintenance in all of those, and like would take down because the beds are all like easily, to actually take them apart and put them in storage over the summer so they can deep clean.
Yeah.
So he would like help with that, and I don't know, fix little holes in drywall from guys named Kyle, that kind of stuff. But yeah, dude. IU 5-0.
Are they?
Football, yeah. Or is it 5-0 or 3-0? It's like the first time they've done whatever undefeated this far into the season in like years. And they were interviewing the coach. He's new at IU, and they're like, so what is this, undefeated record? What's it? What? It's obviously bringing you some, a lot of better high school recruits are interested. Like, what? What's your sales pitch to them to attract them to the IU program, which historically wasn't good? And he goes, I win. That's it. Any more dumb questions?
That's
finally
crazy.
Some cojones in the Big Ten.
I'm looking at their schedule and they've been pretty soft so far. We played FIU, beat them 7-31. Played Western Illinois, beat them 77-3.
Western Illinois, you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
played UCLA. We won 42-13. I don't know if UCLA is any good this year. Charlotte, they're nobody, 52-14. And Maryland, at least is a Big Ten school, 42-28.
Wow. Dude, it's crazy. A lot of these football scores are just so much higher than they were when.
But the mismatches happen in college. Like that's a very normal thing. Like I'm trying to see what happened in that 77 score. That's just 77 is so high. That's like video game shit.
Yeah, that's insane. That's kind of like, come on, guys. Once you get up to 49, it's like, okay, stop it.
Yeah.
Just put in the third, fourth stringers and don't run any pass plays. Just do like sweep left, sweep right. I mean, come on.
It's a lot of running plays. So it's like passing touchdown, running touchdown, passing touchdown, running touchdown, running touchdown, running touchdown. They kick the field goal, running touchdown, one long passing touchdown, interception touchdown, rushing touchdown.
Wow.
So it's not like they were lighting up.
Okay, so they were trying to
to be respectful, but like, yeah, if you get a pick six, you're taking that.
True. Oh, the interception was a score too. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought you meant they threw one.
No.
Those are just their scores. Interesting. When does NBA tip off for the season? When does that season
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. You haven't been paying attention to the Pacers lately? See how they're going to be this year, looking this year?
No. What are they? I mean, the WNBA is playing, right?
Yeah, I totally know the answer to that. No, I think the Fever went to the final, or maybe they're in the final. No, they kind of mirror the NBA, right?
What am I? I just pulled up the NBA and it says there's games today.
Oh, so they're already
today.
gone.
Is today day one?
No, it can't be.
It could be.
Is it pre-season?
Yeah, there's been one game already.
Oh, okay. So it just tipped off.
Yeah,
So
probably
who won the
yesterday.
finals last year? Was it Angel Reese and
I don't know.
Caitlin Clark's teams?
Or WNBAs. I couldn't tell you.
This is embarrassing that we don't know this. Okay. Oh, they're in the playoffs right now.
What?
Okay, so I don't even know where these teams are from, but it says the Lynx and the Suns are in game 3. The series is tied 1-1. The Liberty and the Aces, this is the semifinals. So
Well,
the
the
New York
Liberty
Lynx.
is who's got Sabrina Ionescu, I think.
Okay. So the Fever aren't even in it?
Doesn't look like it.
Holy cow. I wonder what happened.
They weren't very good. That's why they had the number 1 pick.
Okay, so the Fever lost to the Sun. What's the Sun?
The Sun.
The Connecticut Sun.
Just one Sun.
Yeah.
Singular. They're a unit. One unit together.
Yeah.
It's almost like how they, because that would be grammatically correct how you pronounce like soccer teams. You say like, Liverpool are on the move. The Sun are on the offense.
Well, what I remember from grammar school was that the team is actually considered a unit, a single unit, like kind of like my computer, even though it's 1,000 parts, it's still one computer.
Right.
So I was always taught that you say the team is, not the team are.
But that's not how they say it across the pond.
Well, we all know. They
also
about
eat
them
beans
over
and
there.
toast for breakfast, so I don't know.
Yeah. I ever tell you about my favorite breakfast when I was traveling?
Is it beans and toast?
Close. It was in Cuba. I ordered, I went to, it's communist, so they don't have like menus everywhere. It's like, do you want breakfast? Yes or no, right? And you just get what it comes with, and it's a flat price, whether you say, no, I don't want coffee with that. It's not like they discount the coffee off. It's like yes or no. And so I said, yes, I would like breakfast. And, 5 minutes later, they bring me out an espresso, what we would call an espresso. They call it coffee, and a tiny, skinny cigarette.
What?
Like 7 a.m. And I was like,
That was your breakfast?
yeah. And so they hand you the coffee, and I guess you like take a sip, and then you grab the cigarette, and then they light it for you. Like the waiter lights it for you. And after I took my first drag, I was like, could I please have second breakfast? So he brought me a second breakfast.
Which was a second cigarette?
And a second coffee. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that was
Wow.
my favorite international breakfast of all
But
time.
did you actually like beans and toast?
I've never even heard of that. Is that a thing?
Yeah, no, it's 100% a thing. That's what they eat in England.
So what kind of beans are we talking? Like pinto?
Well, it's like refried beans almost. But it's like, I think I would go more with baked beans, but they're not barbecue baked beans, just baked beans.
And then they mash it together, like blended?
No, it's just beans, watery stuff on top of a piece of bread.
Yeah, that sounds like hot trash to me. I mean, if you're starving and, it's the middle of a freaking, like, famine, makes sense. You know, I could survive off that.
That's what they eat, man.
Um, yeah, I had a friend, you know, or more of an acquaintance, I guess, here in town that went to London and Ireland recently, and was like, yeah, Ireland, cool, fish and chips, great, you know, and but then London was like, yeah, shittier fish and chips and just no good food, just all garbage. And he's like, I felt bloated and like every bite, I'm just like, ugh, I'm just doing this to survive, you know?
But like the traditional food in London versus traditional food, let's say in Indiana.
Yeah.
What are you taking?
Oh man. Oh man. That's what's that episode of South Park where you're choosing between the douchebag and the turd sandwich? So, oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's got to be like a fine dining restaurant with like escargot and you know, there's oceans right there, so they must have seafood. Um, but but yeah, I don't think it's like that's like that nice cuisine, right? But just like the regular people food. Yeah. Oh, they have that steak and shake too? Beans and toast? Oh, yeah. That Frisco malt, dude. We ate so much steak and shake as kids. How did we make it? Um, that steak and shake was no. Oh, okay. That's worth a trip. Nice. Did you stop? What'd you have? Oh, well, of course. Sorry. Duh. Did you get fries? Did you get it? Oh, I'm sure you did. And you probably got cottage cheese with the pineapple slice on top too, right? That was my go-to. Dude, we went to this Russian restaurant here in Boise. It's down the street from us, but you know, it's apparently super authentic. I mean, who knows? And but I kind of started to doubt it when like we ordered an appetizer that was some kind of Russian like I don't know, little like thing that you dip in a sauce and you eat it. Um, it kind of looked like a pot sticker sort of, but like not greasy and fried. It was like baked, and I dipped it in the sauce and I ate it, and I was like, oh my god, this sauce is so good. I started eating the sauce by itself, and I'm like, dude, this sauce is crazy. And I started the rest of the meal came, and I like Indiana style kept the sauce, and I'm dipping all my food into it. And I just finally asked the waiter, dude, what is this awesome cream sauce? And he's like, oh, that's just Daisy brand sour cream, and we just whip it up with a spoon. I was like, are you shitting me, dude? I went and bought Daisy. Yeah, I just bought some sour cream at the store. I love to have like a bowl of yogurt or cottage cheese after dinner sometimes and treat yourself. And I started just like, I'm just gonna have a few bites of whipped sour cream, dude. If you whip it, yeah, if you like scoop some out of the jar and put it on a bowl and you whip it, it like changes the flavor and consistency. It's wild. So every time it just gets it it doesn't it gets a little bit more intense in flavor and tastes a little bit more milky kind of. It's like almost like a whipped creamy ice cream kind of like not as old as yeah. It thins it fluffs it up and thins it out. Yeah. So like when people do tacos and they just scoop it out of there and just plop it on, that's actually not the way you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to scoop some, put it in a bowl, whip it up, and then you can almost, not quite, but you can take a spoon and like kind of pour it onto the taco, and it just tastes so much better that that must be what they do at the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, 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 yeah. So they must be like whipping it in the back. They're probably using like a KitchenAid or not food processor, but the mixer bowl thing. Yeah, because it has a different flavor and it doesn't just taste like a chunk of cold cream. It like has another cheesy, milky, creamy flavor to it. Hey, no judgment. I'm with you. I like it too. You know, it might even be good to do both on each taco, you know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Double creamed taco, which phrasing. Doesn't sound too bad, huh? Your mom's gonna hate this episode. Yeah. Dude, this is way more fun than talking business all the time, man. We're about to get signed by Spotify. I think they're gonna catch full wind of this. Um, Double cream tacos. I like that. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't flag us and demonetize us. You know, that'll be a big impact. Yeah. Oh, so it won't impact our bottom line. Perfect. Run with it. Oh man. Uh, well, good deal, dude. I know you're short on time today. Are you doing okay on time? Okay. Well, let's keep it short for the folks this week and keep them, that'll keep them one more next week. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, by the way, listener. Oh man, the Blues Clues. Yeah. Man, a good deal, man. You do anything fun this weekend? Sweet, hell yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, the South Rim has a few miles of stuff. You can just drive along it and park at all the scenes, this or the view. Yeah. Is just two you going? Oh, cool. Oh, she's visiting? Oh, nice. Hmm. Sweet. That's awesome, dude. Your sister flying into Sky Harbor, Phoenix Airport? Oh, wow. Mm, yeah. 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 It's a far drive. Or I mean, relatively. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, cool. Yeah. You're going to drive right through Sedona. So, take a break there. It's a cool little town, and go to the Vortex. I'm pretty sure I could. Mhm. Nice. Nice. Cool, dude. Well, I can't wait to hear about the experience when you get back. Nice. Yeah. So we should get at least one comment. Shout out Ms. T. Love you, mom. See you, dude.